Let's go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Heartland Championship Wrestling. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live from the Dave Cave with action from Heartland Ladies Wrestling. We are in my hometown, Columbus, Ohio, and we have a huge main event tonight. Best 2 out of 3 falls for the hotly contested Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship. The championship has been exchanged back and forth between the current title holders TASHA, STEELZ, and Big SWOLE, and tonight's challengers, the team known as MK Ultra, MASHA, SLAMOVICH, and Killer Kelly. Should be a huge main event tonight, plus a big match pitting Jordynne Grace against Nicole Matthews, and that will be very controversial, as we will get into later in the broadcast. Here in the chat room, Nelly Bob is here. Welcome, my friend, and he is not alone. Larry Zbyszko and Shotzi Blackheart here with Neil, representing Velvet Wrestling. Good to see you back in action, my friend. The #1 fan of the Heartland is here in Columbus. And of course, Larry Zbyszko and Shotzi Blackheart will be representing Velvet Wrestling in our upcoming tournament for the Butcher Interpromotional Championships. Yeah, and the Heartland attendees, the Heartland participants have also been announced. Tekla and Diamond Dallas Page. Leilani Kai throwing her name in the ring on behalf of the solo promoter, along with, trying to remember who the male representative was. I'll get back to you on that. And Derek Bauman is here. So let's go through the action that took place before the show went live tonight. It was Tekla opening the show, making a huge statement. Tekla, Barbara, welcome, and Derek, welcome. Tekla is the current, I believe, AEW Women's World Champion, and she is something else if you have not seen her yet. She is quite the showboat out of Austria, and a dynamic performer indeed. She kicked off the show against Ida Mae Martinez tonight, and it was a whooping. Tekla just put the boots to Ida Mae, up one side and down the other, finally locking in the death strap lock. Tekla calls it the death strap lock, and it is a variation of the Indian death lock, an inverted Indian death lock. And she not only forced the submission, but broke the leg, it appears, of Ida Mae Martinez. Ida Mae Martinez is going to be on the shelf for a while. Next up, it was another debut. The Glamour Girls, Leilani Kai and Judy Martin, made their Heartland Wrestling debut with a victory over the team of Allison Danger and Leva Bates. Judy Martin getting the pin over Allison Danger with a powerbomb. Then we had Megan Bayne, the Megasaur, taking on Kenzie Page in singles action. Megan Bayne getting the victory in that one after a dominant performance with the Tombstone. And just before we came to air, it was a very good tag team match with an international flavor, as the Australian team of Lena Cross and Jessica Troy took on the UK team of Saraya Knight and Rhea O'Reilly. And it was the UK team getting the victory. Saraya Knight getting the pinfall on Jessica Troy with a side suplex. Action happening in the chat here. Derek Bauman is here. Barbara113 is here. Jason 49ers is here. Watch the show with Dave Gardner. Yeah, Dave and I, good buds. Looking forward to seeing Dave at Digital to DiceCon 25 coming up in May of this year. And Dave getting started with Filsinger Games Wrestling and we had a good time together running some matches and going through some of the ins and outs of how the game is played. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our opening televised match of the night is a grudge match. It is scheduled for one fall with no time limit and no disqualification. Introducing first from Preston, England. She stands at 5'5". She weighs 155 pounds. This is RHIO. RHIO, British star, powerhouse. But she is going to have her work cut out for her tonight against her opponent out of Londonderry, New Hampshire. Standing at 5'10", weighing 200 pounds. This is JOANIE LAURER. All right, so JOANIE LAURER set to take on RHIO in a grudge match here tonight in Columbus. JOANIE LAURER having her trouble with all the members of the faction known as the Britfits. Not only RHIO, but also Martina. Martina was the one who kind of poked the bear and got this feud started, but RHIO is the muscle of that trio. RHIO, Lana Austin, and Martina. And it was RHIO who has been called out by JOANIE LAURER for a grudge match here tonight in Columbus. Grudge match dice are ready and waiting as JOANIE LAURER and RHIO face off in the center of the ring, and it will be JOANIE taking the opening initiative role with a big press slam, pressing RHIO high over the head and slamming her down to the canvas hard. Wow. RHIO doesn't get tossed around like that very often, but JOANIE LAURER is the one to get the job done. And now it is a big suplex by JOANIE LAURER, attempted and blocked by RHIO. RHIO coming back instead. She's going to attempt a pump handle slam. This is a choice C maneuver. She'll need a roll of 7 or lower to complete this, and she got her over and down. Pump handle slam by RHIO on JOANIE LAURER, and JOANIE is right away going to roll out of the ring and down to the arena floor, and here we go. Kathy Evans joining us just in time for the brutality. As on the arena floor, it is RHIO with a big move on JOANIE LAURER, ramming the back of JOANIE LAURER into the ring apron. Will she be able to continue? Yes, she will, but that is going to cost JOANIE LAURER a point of fatigue as RHIO does her damage. And RHIO now in control, the breaking point. This is her submission hold. It is a submission roll of 4, and on a roll of 6, JOANIE able to kick out. Actually, I don't know what the breaking point move is. I'll have to look that up later. But RHIO is in control now after that big move on the outside of the ring. And now she hits the breaking point again. And again, JOANIE LAURER forced to kick out, but JOANIE already taking damage here in the early stages of this match as RHIO is relentless. Fireman's carry neck breaker down to the canvas. Across the knee. And JOANIE slowly finally trying to get to her feet. RHIO is on her with a big headbutt. JOANIE staggered by that. RHIO continues on the offensive. Another headbutt. And JOANIE is still staggered. RHIO now coming with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes JOANIE, but on a roll of 3, it is RHIO attempting a running clothesline, but JOANIE LAURER moves out of the way. RHIO crashes into the turnbuckle. JOANIE rolls her up, and RHIO forced to kick out. That collision with the turnbuckle costs RHIO a point of fatigue. JOANIE LAURER now in control, going to attempt a Hurricane Rana. Quite the athletic move for a woman the size of JOANIE LAURER. She is going to need a roll of 11 or lower to hit that. She got her over and down. And now it is RHIO fixing to leave the ring. RHIO rolls out of the ring down to the arena floor, but on a roll of 8, it's going to be JOANIE winning the brawl on the arena floor and slamming the head of RHIO into the ring post. I don't know what the ring post did to deserve that, but that is going to leave a mark. JOANIE LAURER now back in control with the power bomb. She's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is 6, and on a roll of 6, she got her. So just like that, JOANIE LAURER turns things around and gets the pinfall victory over RHIO with the power bomb. So congratulations to JOANIE LAURER getting things done here in Columbus, putting aside RHIO after a big, hard-hitting confrontation between those two powerhouse ladies. Now in the room we have Kathy Evans. Hello, Kathy Evans. How are you tonight? And we have Crazy Cruz. Crazy Cruz has been here before, but the last time he was here, I did not realize that that is the new moniker for Philip Reynolds, if I recall correctly. So, Philip, please confirm that that is indeed you. It is great to see you here, and thank you for stopping by here tonight for some Heartland Ladies Wrestling action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Disqualification rules will be in effect. This is a standard singles match between two of the more famous women in Heartland Ladies Wrestling. So I thought we'd pull these two out just because most of the crowd is familiar with these two, unlike some of the other lady wrestlers that we feature. Filsinger Games Wrestling has really been able to recruit a wide and diverse array of talent to their roster. But yeah, sometimes it's nice to just go get the known commodities like we will for this next match. Captain Carl here joining us as well. So introducing first, out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. She stands at 5'6". She weighs 156 pounds. This is Luna Vachon. And her opponent hails from New Orleans, Louisiana. She stands at 5'7" and weighs 144 pounds. This is SHERRI MARTEL. So SHERRI MARTEL, Luna Vachon, two of the mainstays of women's wrestling in World Wrestling Federation days. And now Mark Ferguson jumps in. Welcome, Mark, to you, my friend. Hope all is well. This is a standard match, so we've got standard match dice in play. SHERRI MARTEL is set to move out against Luna Vachon, and it will be SHERRI winning the opening initiative role. And it is, SHERRI starting things off with an eye gouge. And Luna Vachon taking exception to that. Luna snapmares SHERRI over and down to the canvas. Luna now in control. Thought about a whip to the turnbuckle, and instead she is going to roll up with another snapmare. SHERRI reverses this one. And SHERRI comes back instead with a stiff kick to the ribs. Kick to the ribs delivered by SHERRI MARTEL. And now SHERRI with a big clothesline. And quickly SHERRI going for the cover. And Luna forced to kick out. Luna Vachon kicks out. SHERRI MARTEL is in control. And SHERRI immediately is going to go up for the top rope splash. And on a roll of 9, she is able to kick out. Luna Vachon kicks out after the top rope splash by SHERRI. But SHERRI wasting no time here. And now she is going to go up for a camel clutch. This is a choice D maneuver. She will need 8 or lower to complete the camel clutch. And on a roll of 6, she has got that camel clutch applied. And Luna Vachon is down and in trouble here after the top rope splash and now the camel clutch. And now the camel clutch attempted once again, and once again successful. As Luna Vachon finally makes her way over to the bottom rope to force the break. SHERRI still in control with a big forearm smash. Luna getting to her feet. Luna is going to fire back, and it is Luna with a front face lock takedown. Both women getting to their feet as they come together in the center of the ring. It is SHERRI MARTEL with a fireman's carry takeover. Luna blocks that, and Luna comes back instead with a spinning neck breaker and just dumps SHERRI MARTEL onto the back of her head in the center of the ring. Both ladies getting to their feet. Luna in control. A hooking clothesline delivered by Luna that stuns SHERRI. Luna coming back for more. Another front face lock takedown, keeping in control of the action. And now Luna is going to go with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Sherri, and on a roll of 8, it is a big kick. A big kick by Luna Vachon that stuns Sherri. And now Luna with the stomach claw. The stomach claw applied by Luna Vachon. Sherri Martel is down. Luna with a chance to do some damage here. A jumping DDT. Sherri stunned, slowly getting to her feet. Luna stays on her. Another hooking clothesline. This one is dodged by Sherri, and Sherri comes back instead with a head scissor takeover. Head scissor takeover by Sherri. Sherri back in control now with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Luna Vachon, and on a roll of 7, that is the drop down and go the other way. And this time she comes back. Sherri tries a sunset flip, but Luna folds her up and goes for the cover, and Sherri is forced to kick out. Nice reversal there by Luna Vachon. Really a good technical wrestling match here by both ladies, as Luna now is in control with another jumping DDT. Luna, the controlled madness, whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Sherri, and on a roll of 7, it is a running back elbow by Luna Vachon that stuns Sherri Martel. Luna follows up with another front face lock takedown, trying to keep Sherri grounded. Now the stomach claw has been applied yet again. Twice now, Luna with the stomach claw, trying to weaken Sherri Martel. Luna follows that up with a back rake, a rake of the back. Sherri Martel getting to her feet. Luna snapmares her over and down to the canvas. A second snapmare. Luna still in control. Luna tries another snapmare. Sherri is not able to get to her feet. And now a gut wrench takeover by Luna is attempted and failed. That was a power move. Sherri has the power advantage between these two. And Sherri now has Luna down and traps her in a spinning toe hold. Luna will not submit, but Sherri has taken control here. And now a big scoop slam by Sherri Martel. Luna gamely trying to get back to her feet. Sherri with a kick to the ribs. Sherri follows that up with another spinning toe hold. But Luna will not stay down. She grabs the bottom rope. Referee forces the hold to be broken. And now a running knee lift. Connected on by Sherri Martel. Sherri goes for the cover. And on a roll of 5, she got her. Sherri just continued to wear down Luna with the spinning toe hold and running knee lifts and a number of impact moves that gave Sherri finally the chance to get the victory with that running knee lift for the pin. All right. Yeah, Mark Ferguson, I think we are caught up with everything in the chat room. Congratulations to your winner, Sherri Martel. Another step forward in the ladies singles division. And now it is time for a fascinating match that is coming up. This will be a no disqualification grudge match. The issues between the current and former Heartland Ladies Champions have been well documented. Jordynne Grace dominated that title for most of 2025, but in the final show of the year, it was Portia Perez with an upset victory over Jordynne Grace to take that title with outside assistance from Nicole Matthews. Nicole Matthews, of course, the Canadian Ninjas tag team partner with Portia Perez. And in the title defense, the first title defense, as Jordynne Grace exercised her rematch clause, it was Nicole getting involved again and causing a disqualification. In response to that, Nicole has demanded Jordynne has demanded that the next title match against Portia Perez be in a steel cage to keep Nicole Matthews and any other interlopers out of the flow of that match. That decision went to Heartland Ladies Commissioner Cheerleader Melissa, and Cheerleader Melissa ruled that if Jordynne Grace can defeat Nicole Matthews in singles competition, then the request for a steel cage title match will be granted. So there's a lot at stake here tonight. If Jordynne Grace can win this match, she will get Portia Perez in the steel cage for their championship rematch. If not, it will be a no disqualification match, and Nicole Matthews can certainly make her presence felt once again if Nicole wins the match here tonight. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a no disqualification grudge match scheduled for one fall to a finish. Introducing first, out of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. She stands at 5'8". She weighs 140 pounds. This is Nicole Matthews. And her opponent hails from Austin, Texas. She stands at 5'2" and weighs 160 pounds. This is Jordynne Grace. So Jordynne Grace has everything to lose here tonight against Nicole Matthews. Nicole Matthews here, of course, defending the I don't want to say honor, but defending the reputation and the interests of her tag team partner, the current Heartland Ladies Champion, Portia Perez. This should be a fascinating matchup, and it will be Jordynne Grace coming out on the attack. Jay Randis joining us now, and Jordynne comes out with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Nicole Matthews, and already it is a running back elbow by Jordynne Grace that stuns Nicole. Jordynne taking control, going to go for that Ganyasuke clutch. She has submitted more than one opponent with this move. It is a choice E maneuver. She is going to need a roll of 9 or lower to successfully complete the Ganyasuke clutch, and she's got it hooked. And immediately Nicole Matthews is going to leave the ring and go out to the arena floor. And here we go on a roll of 11. Nicole rolls out of the ring, and Jordynne tries to attack Nicole Matthews with a foreign object. Nicole Matthews is being attacked by a baseball bat. Jordynne Grace has a ball bat, and she just took a ball bat to Nicole Matthews. Jordynne Grace not messing around here tonight. And now an Argentine powerbomb back in the ring. Nicole crawling away, trying to get to her feet after taking a stiff shot to the midsection with that ball bat. Jordynne Grace, taking no prisoners, has her up in the torture rack. Nicole is not going to submit, but Jordynne keeps the pressure on. Jordynne now going to go back to that Ganyasuke clutch, and she's got it hooked in once again. And Nicole struggling to get free. Jordynne Grace taking out all of her frustrations now. A big pounce sends Nicole Matthews flying across the ring. Jordynne in control now. The Michinoku driver 2. She's going to go for the quick cover, and Nicole able to kick out. Nicole Matthews already in trouble here. Jordynne Grace keeping the pressure on. Jordynne is going to go up for a death jump. Death jump coming up by Jordynne Grace, but oh, Nicole Matthews caught her. Nicole caught her and throws Jordynne Grace down to the mat. I don't think the aerial route is the path to victory for Jordynne Grace, but she is enraged and made a mistake there. Nicole Matthews now in control. The Vancouver maneuver has been applied. Jordynne is down, and Nicole attempts the pin, but Jordynne is able to kick out. Nicole Matthews now in control. Out of the ring we go again, out to the arena floor. And this time it is Jordynne Grace who is going to win the brawl on the arena floor and drop Nicole Matthews stomach first across the steel security railing. So first it was a ball bat to the belly. Now the belly first across the security railing. Nicole Matthews barely able to crawl back into the ring. As Nicole is waiting, here's the Grace driver. She's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is 5, and on a roll of 5, she got her. Jordynne Grace absolutely taking no prisoners, getting the pinfall victory over Nicole Matthews with the Grace driver after hitting her with a ball bat and everything else. And now out of the backstage area, here comes Portia Perez for an attack on Jordynne Grace. And it is Jordynne Grace fending off the attack from Portia Perez. Jordynne's got that ball bat in hand once again. She's swinging at everything that moves. Nicole Matthews scatters one way. Portia Perez scatters the other way. Jordynne Grace has her wish. And the championship rematch will take place in the steel cage. A very dramatic and very important victory for Jordynne Grace here tonight in Columbus. The title match will take place next month in Chicago at the Heartland YouTube production event entitled All My Rage. And it is going to be all the rage that Jordynne Grace can muster in Chicago in the steel cage. Jordynne Grace against Portia Perez for the Heartland Ladies Championship. All right, big match there. Big win for Jordynne Grace. Congratulations to her. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. And this is going to be another big one, as the ongoing rivalry comes to a conclusion with the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship at stake. The following contest will be the best 2 out of 3 falls. Disqualification rules will be in effect until the deciding fall. But the match will not end on any sort of a disqualification. Introducing first the challengers, collectively known as MK Ultra. Introducing first out of Lisbon, Portugal. She stands at 5'5". She weighs 128 pounds. This is Killer Kelly. And her tag team partner hails from Moscow, Russia. Standing at 5'3", weighing 136 pounds, this is MASHA SLAMOVICH. So MASHA SLAMOVICH and Killer Kelly, the challengers, former Heartland Ladies Tag Team champions, looking to regain the glory against their opponents, the reigning and defending Heartland Ladies Tag Team champions. First, out of Clearwater, Florida. She stands at 5'5" and weighs 156 pounds. This is Big Swole. And her tag team partner hails from the Brick City, standing at 5'4", weighing 147 pounds. This is TASHA STEELZ. So TASHA STEELZ and Big Swole, longtime tag team champions, moving out for a 2 out of 3 falls showdown against the team of MK Ultra. Standard tag team rules will be in effect. Since this is a 2 out of 3 falls match, each team will be granted 3 pinfall attempts, but they will have to use those sparingly over the course of the 3 falls. After each fall, a 30-second rest period will take place, and each wrestler will be permitted to subtract 1 fatigue token from their accumulated totals. Championship dice are in play. And it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for your main event. And it will be Big Swole starting things off for her team against Killer Kelly. They come together in the center of the ring. And the opening initiative role is won by Killer Kelly. Killer Kelly moving out with a short arm clothesline attempt. That is an agility move, and Big Swole easily ducks out of the way of that one. And it is Big Swole instead with a big headbutt that stuns Killer Kelly. And already that big headbutt costs Killer Kelly a point of fatigue, and add 1 move on level 2 offense for Big Swole. That is big. And now it is Big Swole coming back with an uppercut. Killer Kelly going to try to make the tag, not able to get there, as Big Swole follows up with another big headbutt. And another point of fatigue applied to Killer Kelly. Big Swole pulling out all the stops early in this match. And Killer Kelly is going to roll out of the ring and down to the arena floor. And on a roll of 7, it will be Killer Kelly winning the brawl on the arena floor and hurling Big Swole into the crowd. So Killer Kelly, the victim of 2 big headbutts. And as Swole returns to the ring, Kelly is waiting. And she is going to go up for the death jump. Death jump attempt coming up here for Killer Kelly. And on a roll of 12, she got all of that one. Nailing Big Swole with a flying cross body block. Kelly goes for the cover. And Swole able to kick out. Killer Kelly still in control here. And she now is going to go for a big German suplex. And Swole slowly getting to her feet as Killer Kelly tags in MASHA SLAMOVICH to the match for the first time. MASHA SLAMOVICH, Russian powerhouse, comes out with a spinning heel kick, and that immediately takes Big Swole down to the mat. MASHA follows that up with a red star, and Swole struggling to get back to her feet. MASHA stays on her. MASHA now with a big kick to the side of the head, the face wash. Swole still struggling to get to her feet as MASHA's on her with another big lariat, and down goes Big Swole. Big Swole is down. She needs a tag in the worst way, but MASHA SLAMOVICH is in control. And now MASHA is going to pitch Big Swole out of the ring. And here we go out to the arena floor yet again. And this time it is both ladies duking it out on the arena floor. Possible disqualifications. We will not see a disqualification here. And it is going to be MASHA SLAMOVICH winning the brawl on the arena floor with an Irish whip into the ring barricade. Big Swole takes another big blow on the arena floor. MASHA SLAMOVICH in control. And now the brain soup, and Big Swole is down yet again. Double team opportunity for the challengers. And on a roll of 8, it is an awesome double neck breaker delivered by MASHA and Killer Kelly. And now Killer Kelly, the legal competitor in the ring for her team and in control. And Killer Kelly is going to go for the Valle de Morte. This is a finisher. It's a rolling DVD. A rolling Death Valley driver. She's going to go for the cover. And Big Swole forced to kick out. TASHA STEELZ at ringside, desperate to get into this match, as Killer Kelly now is in control. And Killer Kelly now is going to go for the Morte Subita, a submission move. This is a chin lock into a Kimura, sort of an Anaconda Vice type maneuver. Will she be able to force Swole to submit? No. But Swole is now at 3 points of fatigue, and it's another opportunity for a double team for the team of MK Ultra. And this time it is a bone-crunching double clothesline. Big Swole in all kinds of trouble here, as MASHA SLAMOVICH is now in the ring and in control. And now she is going to go up for a death jump. Death jump attempt from MASHA SLAMOVICH coming up, and she nails Big Swole with a flying clothesline off of the top turnbuckle. TASHA STEELZ patiently biding her time as Big Swole fights her way through. And now the red star applied, and Big Swole rolls out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Big Swole on the arena floor, but on a roll of 9, it's going to be MASHA winning the brawl again with a backdrop onto the announcer's table. Big Swole in 15 different kinds of trouble here. MASHA back in control, and now the White Knight driver. She's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is 7, and Tasha's got to use a pin save attempt and just is able to make the pin save. But already Big Swole in trouble here. I don't think Tasha's going to use another pin save. It's a double team opportunity for the challengers, and another bone-crunching double clothesline delivered by MASHA and Kelly. Big Swole in all kinds of trouble here. Here's a big German suplex. And again, Killer Kelly goes for the cover, and this time she got her. So the first fall dominated by MK Ultra. As Killer Kelly, with a German suplex, gets the pin over Big Swole. And now the team of MK Ultra is just one pinfall away from regaining the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship. As we head out for the second fall, it is Big Swole now at 3 points of fatigue. Killer Kelly at 1 point of fatigue. And again, it will be those who finished the previous fall will begin the next fall. And we're going to see some shenanigans here. What kind of shenanigans does Big Swole have up her sleeve to start the fall? In between falls, it is Big Swole who is going to attempt a roll-up on Killer Kelly. Killer Kelly forced to kick out of that, and Big Swole able to make the desperation tag to her partner. So Big Swole right off the jump able to get out of the ring and tag in TASHA STEELZ, who comes into the ring now and attempts a jawbreaker, but that's a power move. And Killer Kelly, the more powerful of the two wrestlers, puts TASHA STEELZ down and follows up with a hesitation basement drop kick that stuns TASHA STEELZ. And now Kelly is going to tag MASHA into the ring. MASHA and TASHA. We've seen this combination before. And it is MASHA coming out with a big lariat and quickly going for the cover on TASHA STEELZ and forcing TASHA to kick out. Wow, the challengers have just dominated this match. They dominated the first fall, and they are quickly in control here in the second fall as MASHA SLAMOVICH applies the red star once again to TASHA STEELZ. TASHA trying to work her way free as MASHA comes back with a spinning heel kick and stuns TASHA. SLAMOVICH now still in control with another face wash, another big kick to the side of the head. TASHA unable to make the save or the tag to her partner, and now it is going to be a double team opportunity for the challengers. And on a roll of 7, it is a running forearm smash delivered by Killer Kelly that puts Kelly in control. Killer Kelly in control, coming back with a series of European uppercuts. TASHA STEELZ firing back. She's going to attempt a code breaker. Code breaker attempted. She will need a roll of 8 or lower to hit the code breaker. And on a roll of 4, she got her down. Nicely executed code breaker by TASHA STEELZ. TASHA now in control. TASHA going up for the death jump. Death jump from TASHA coming up, and she nails a flying drop kick off of the top turnbuckle. Killer Kelly now in trouble. TASHA comes back with the cutter. Kelly slowly getting to her feet. TASHA's on her. Whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Killer Kelly. And on a roll of 8, it is a big kick delivered by TASHA STEELZ that stuns Killer Kelly. TASHA following that up now with a big spine buster. She's going to go for the cover. And on a roll of 7, Kelly able to kick out. TASHA STEELZ now making her presence felt. TASHA now with another cutter. Kelly slowly getting to her feet. TASHA stays on her. Another whip to the turnbuckle. As Kelly bounces off the turnbuckle, she grabs the arm of TASHA and whips TASHA across the ring into the opposite turnbuckle. And TASHA comes off, and Killer Kelly nails her with a big kick to the side of the head. TASHA STEELZ now is stunned. And Kelly is going to try a trapped arm headbutt. A choice C maneuver. She will need 9 or lower to hit that, and she is not able to hit it as TASHA escapes that and comes back instead with a pump kick that stuns Killer Kelly. TASHA back on the offensive with a soccer kick, and that puts Kelly down on the mat. TASHA follows that up with the drop. This is her finisher. It is a Michinoku driver. The pin roll here is 6. And MASHA's going to let it ride. And that cost her. Killer Kelly eats the pinfall on the second one as TASHA STEELZ defeats Killer Kelly with the drop, as she calls it, or the Michinoku driver. And we're tied at 1 fall apiece. Maybe they should have used that pin save attempt. They still got all 3 of them in their pocket for the next fall. And Big Swole was able to get some rest that time. So Killer Kelly would have added 1 for the finisher. And subtracting 1 now It is 0 and 2, 0 and 2 in fatigue tokens, as we have arrived very fittingly at the third and decisive fall. And it will be Tasha and Killer Kelly to start things off in this third fall, with Tasha on the initiative, the defending champions. Looking a lot better now as Tasha catches Killer Kelly in a full arm drag and twist. Kelly trying to fight her way free from that one, attempts a mule kick and misses. And Tasha now takes over, and with a whip to the turnbuckle. Killer Kelly comes off the turnbuckle and eats another big kick from Tasha STEELZ. Tasha picking right up where she left off, dominating against Killer Kelly. And now a soccer kick puts Killer Kelly down to the mat once again. Tasha now is going to go for a crucifix bomb. She hits it, and Killer Kelly rolls out of the ring and down to the arena floor. This third fall is no disqualification. Anything goes. Killer Kelly on the arena floor, where a fierce brawl has broken out. And it is going to be Tasha STEELZ winning the brawl on the arena floor with an Irish whip into the ring steps. Tasha STEELZ in control. Back in the ring, Tasha is going to go up for the death jump. And she nails the death jump, and she's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is 5. And Killer Kelly able to kick out. And now MASHA SLAMOVICH is going to attempt to interfere. MASHA SLAMOVICH coming into the ring to defend her partner. Now we've got all 4 wrestlers in the ring. It's gut check time here in Columbus. And the brawl on the arena floor is going to be the brawl in the ring is going to be won by the challengers. And that is going to put Killer Kelly in control here as MASHA SLAMOVICH comes in and cleans house. Killer Kelly with the opportunity to do some damage. She is going to go up for a death jump on Tasha STEELZ, and she nails Tasha STEELZ off of the top rope, and Tasha goes down. Kelly now going to make the tag to MASHA, who is the fresh member of the challengers. And MASHA comes in and goes right to the Kremlin walls, that submission hold. Tasha gets that long leg out over the bottom rope, forcing the hold to be broken. But as she gets to her feet, it's MASHA with a spinning heel kick that nails Tasha. MASHA SLAMOVICH back in control with another kick to the head. And this time Tasha is down. MASHA SLAMOVICH is going to go for a death jump of her own. Let's see, that's a choice G maneuver, choice G. So she can either do death jump or power. She's going to use the power rating. It's 10 or lower, and on a roll of 9, she got her. And Tasha is desperately going to try and make a tag here, unable to do so. MASHA SLAMOVICH now with a chance to do some more damage, and out of the ring we go again. And the shenanigans chart is coming into play, brought to you by MASHA SLAMOVICH, as she pitches Tasha STEELZ out of the ring with bad intentions. And on a roll of 11, that is going to be outside interference. It's going to be a double team by the challengers on the arena floor. And on a roll of 7, it is a double team success for the team of MASHA and Kelly. Putting a hurting on Tasha on the arena floor before Big Swole can do anything about it. They roll Tasha back into the ring. MASHA SLAMOVICH in control with the brain soup. Tasha's still down. And now it's a double team attempt for the challengers. And on a roll of 8, it is an awesome double neck breaker applied by the challengers. Killer Kelly in control now. And she is going to go for a penalty kick and nails Tasha once again. Tasha is going to try to make that desperation tag, and finally Tasha is able to tag in Big Swole. Big Swole hits the ring. Big Swole with a leg sweep, taking Killer Kelly down to the canvas. Big Swole with a knee lift. Kelly going to try and make the tag, and able to get there and tag in MASHA SLAMOVICH. MASHA SLAMOVICH comes in and catches a full Nelson on Big Swole, trying to weaken Big Swole. MASHA continues to punish her with that full Nelson. Big Swole reaches out and makes the tag. And now the two fresh women in the match for their respective squads. Here comes Tasha STEELZ. Whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes MASHA SLAMOVICH. And on a roll of 8, it is a high back body drop delivered by Tasha STEELZ that puts MASHA down on the canvas. A European uppercut. MASHA getting to her feet. Tasha is on her boxing jabs. Lefts, rights. MASHA's going to fire right back. MASHA SLAMOVICH with a big kick to the side of the head. Tasha fires right back indeed with a swinging neck breaker. MASHA blocks the swinging neck breaker. And MASHA comes back with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes now comes Tasha STEELZ, and on a roll of 8, MASHA catches Tasha STEELZ with a running back elbow. MASHA SLAMOVICH now on the offensive is going to go for a back fist. This is a choice F maneuver. She will need a roll of 9 or lower to hit this back fist. And on a roll of 9, she got all of that one. And Tasha STEELZ is staggered. MASHA SLAMOVICH back in control. Another spinning heel kick. MASHA follows that up with another spinning heel kick. And now Tasha STEELZ is down. MASHA SLAMOVICH hits the white knight driver. The pin roll here is 5 or lower. And on a roll of 8, Tasha able to kick out. Remember, on a pin roll of 6, that becomes a mandatory pin save. So if she hits that again, it's going to be a must pin save for the champions. But instead, she is going to pitch Tasha out of the ring again and down to the arena floor. More shenanigans will be afoot here, as it is going to be, again, this time Big Swole getting involved on the outside interference. And this time it is Tasha putting a hurting on MASHA SLAMOVICH. So interference by Tasha STEELZ, and Big Swole puts the champions back in control. And now it is going to be back in the ring where Tasha STEELZ is going to go up for the death jump. But on a roll of 4, MASHA caught her. MASHA caught Tasha STEELZ and throws her down to the canvas. MASHA back in control. MASHA with the brain soup. She's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is 4. And on a roll of 8, Tasha able to kick out. But it is getting more and more in favor of the challengers here as MASHA SLAMOVICH takes control again with the red star. MASHA SLAMOVICH follows that up with another big lariat. Tasha is hurt. MASHA hits her again with a headbutt. Can Tasha make the desperation tag? No. It's going to be a double team opportunity for the challengers. And on a roll of 5, it is a devastating, bone-crunching double clothesline delivered by MASHA and Kelly. Tasha is back down. Killer Kelly now with a chance to finish things off. And she pitches Tasha STEELZ out of the ring on the arena floor. It is Killer Kelly hitting a huge move. A slam onto the announcer's table. That's going to cost Tasha yet another point of fatigue. There is no count out. Swole helping Tasha back into the ring with words of encouragement. Killer Kelly is waiting. Killer Kelly with a big German suplex. Tag to MASHA SLAMOVICH. MASHA in the ring with a spinning heel kick. Tasha is stunned yet again. Desperately trying to get over for a tag. Unable to do so. Whip to the turnbuckle. Tasha bounces off the turnbuckle and into a big kick from MASHA SLAMOVICH. MASHA still in control. Comes now with another headbutt. And Tasha has the opening. Tasha responds with a pump kick. Tasha goes for the cover. The pin roll here is 3. MASHA able to kick out, but Tasha STEELZ will make the save, will make the hot tag to Big Swole. And Big Swole is now hitting the ring and going to throw MASHA SLAMOVICH out of the ring. But on the arena floor, it is MASHA winning the brawl on the arena floor with a big suplex onto the arena floor. MASHA SLAMOVICH pulling victory potentially from the jaws of defeat as they're back in the ring, and MASHA hits the white knight driver. The pin roll here is 6. The pin save attempt is successful. And the match will continue. Tasha just able to make the save as MASHA went for the White Knight driver. MASHA still in control. She's calling for another finish. She hits the White Knight driver again. Another pin save attempt, this time is unsuccessful. The pin roll now is 7 or lower, and on a roll of 8, SWOLE just able to kick out, and the match will continue. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Chance J. Randis at ringside. Double team opportunity for the challengers. But oh, it's a botch. On a roll of 12, you and your partner toss the opponent into the ropes for a double clothesline. But instead, she ducks under and comes back and clotheslines both of you. A big move for Big Swole, clotheslining both opponents. Big Swole now is in control. And Big Swole is going to make the tag to TASHA STEELZ, who is going to come into the ring now and take over with a European uppercut. MASHA eats the European uppercut, fires back with a lariat of her own. And just like that, MASHA with that lariat out of nowhere is going to go for the cover, and on a roll of 5, she got her. MASHA SLAMOVICH with the big lariat has pinned TASHA STEELZ and ended the tag team dynasty of TASHA STEELZ and Big Swole. New champions crowned here in Columbus. Congratulations to the team of MASHA SLAMOVICH and Killer Kelly, as they have defeated in 2 out of 3 falls the former champions TASHA STEELZ and Big Swole. So it was MASHA pinning TASHA. And I'm glad I don't have to go through that too many more times. After a big lariat out of nowhere, it looked dicey for the challengers after they botched that double team, and Big Swole was able to hit the clothesline. But MASHA quickly recovered and blocked the European uppercut attempt by TASHA STEELZ and laid out TASHA with a huge lariat to score the pinfall and regain the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championships for the team of MK Ultra. So congratulations, MASHA SLAMOVICH, TASHA STEELZ. Indeed an awesome main event here tonight in Columbus. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. This has been fun as always. Jay Randis, Neely Bob, Shotzi Blackheart here, cheering on Jordan Grace with a big victory. Mark Ferguson, Captain Carl 803, Philip Reynolds, Kathy Evans, Jason 49er77, Barbara 113, and Derek Bauman 802. Thank you all for joining us here tonight in the Dave Cave for tonight's presentation of Heartland Ladies Wrestling. We'll have a Heartland highlight reel for you later this week with a recap of the midweek action. Once again, a reminder, if you are interested in the Butcher Interpromotional Tournament, anybody is free to enter. All you have to do is submit the name of one of the competitors that you would like to represent your territory. Officially released Filsinger cards only will be eligible for that tournament. And we will have the final announcement of the tournament matches this Thursday night on the Heartland highlight reel. And until then, thank you all once again for joining us. That's our stream, and I am out of here.